How Far Will the Euro Fall? By www.forexconspiracyreport.com. The European Central Bank has started its quantitative easing program, and the U.S. Federal Reserve is promising to raise interest rates. The only question left is how far will the euro fall? Project Syndicate asks exactly the same question. The U.S. dollar is hitting new 12-year highs almost daily, while the euro seems to be plunging inexorably to below dollar parity. Currency movements are often described as the most unpredictable of all financial variables, but recent events in foreign exchange markets seem for once to have a fairly obvious explanation, one that almost all economists and policymakers accept and endorse. French President François Hollande, for one, has ecstatically welcomed the plunging euro. It makes things nice and clear. 1 euro equals $1, he told an audience of industrialists. But it is when things seem nice and clear that investors should question conventional wisdom. A strong dollar and a weak euro is certainly the most popular bet of 2015. So is there a chance that the exchange rate trend may already be overshooting? Would the combination of a European Union stimulus program and higher U.S. interest rates be the only factors that drive the U.S. dollar-euro pair? What happens as a strong dollar weakens U.S. exports? A strong dollar, the bane of U.S. exporters. According to the Wall Street Journal, major U.S. exporters are already hurting because of a stronger dollar. The stronger U.S. dollar has hurt exporters and could dampen their investment plans for next year, top business executives said in a new survey. 2 out of 3 big U.S. exporters, those with at least 1/4 of their total sales overseas, said the appreciation of the dollar has had a negative impact on their businesses. And nearly 1/4 of big exporters said they have reduced their capital spending plans as a result. We are in the midst of an ugly contest to see whether the Eurozone, Japan, or Canada can depreciate the most against the U.S. dollar, and China is probably next, said Campbell R. Harvey, a professor at the Duke Fuqua School of Business and a founding director of the survey. U.S. exporters are being punished by these competitive depreciations, and this will lead to lower profits and less employment. And lower profits and less employment will put the brakes on any significant raises in interest rates. Fed Chairman Yellen said as much recently when she talked about very slow increases in rates starting sometime this year. So how far will the euro fall? It may simply depend on the competitive devaluation contest going on among major economies. Competitive devaluation. The issue of how far the euro will fall may simply be a matter of how cheap the Europeans and everyone else want to make their currencies. The New York Times writes about a stronger dollar in a weak global economy. Like any major move in the financial markets, the strengthening of the dollar has unnerved investors and policymakers. Some, like the governor of the Reserve Bank of India, Raghuram Rajan, have complained that we are in the age of competitive devaluation and beggar thy neighbor policy. He and officials in other countries like South Korea are worried that central banks have engineered the depreciation of currencies like the euro and the yen by printing money and aggressively buying bonds in a bald attempt to make their exports cheaper. Welcome to the world of competitive currency devaluations. The problem is that no matter how cheap one nation makes its currencies and products, it needs buyers with money to purchase those products. For more insights and useful information about Forex and Forex markets, visit www.forexconspiracyreport.com.